I'm Corey Travis, and this is Memphis Youth Arts Initiative. You're watching Live at 9. Who that is?
That's that M-Y-A-I.
On this Monday, October 21st, welcome to Live at 9, where Memphis comes alive. Along with your top news, weather with Todd Demers, and trending topics in Coffee with Corey, here's a look at our guest lineup. Veterans, beware. Scams are on the rise and targeting those who have served our country. Shelby County Trustee Regina Morrison Newman is here with a timely warning and tips to protect your wallet. Plus, Bennett Roofing and Restoration is sharing how to protect your wallet when it comes to repairing or replacing your roof. And we are talking spooky patterns with leadership expert Lisa Moore. And we're also going to talk about, coming up, more information on that. But first, be sure to record the show so you never miss an episode, and connect with us online at our website, liveat9.tv. That's also our handle on social media. We are 2 weeks away from Election Day here in the U.S., and today marks the start to early voting in more states. Arkansas is joining Alaska, Colorado, Connecticut, Idaho, South Carolina, and Texas, kicking off early voting on this Monday. For most voters in the natural state, you can cast your ballot at your local county clerk's office from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Saturday. Some counties have early voting locations other than the clerk's office, so it is definitely a good idea to check the Secretary of State's website. Arkansas residents must have a photo ID to vote, and so do Tennesseans. Early voting in Shelby County and the rest of the volunteer state began last week, and it ends October 31st. I hear there were lines there in the beginning, and you have until October 29th to request an absentee ballot. Meanwhile, the 2024 presidential election remains in a dead heat. Both Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are hitting the campaign trail in strategic battleground states this week. Reporter Jesse Turnier has more.
Grab one while it's really hot.
Former President Donald Trump says he fulfilled a lifelong dream Sunday of working the fry cooker at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania.
I'm having a lot of fun here, everybody. Look at
Trump used his quick shift to attack Vice President Kamala Harris.
She talked about the heat. It was so tough. She never worked at McDonald's.
Trump also said Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called him amid Israel's war with Hamas in Gaza.
He calls me on occasion. I think he wants my views on things.
Meanwhile, in other battleground states,
good evening, Georgia!
Vice President Harris held rallies with musicians Usher and Lizzo.
America is ready to chart a new way forward,
telling voters how she would be different from Trump.
He is only focused on himself. He's ducking debates and canceling interviews because of exhaustion.
Vice President Harris also called Trump cruel for how he talked about the grieving family of a Georgia woman who died after waiting for medical care following complications from an abortion pill.
He belittles their sorrow, making it about himself and his television ratings.
Well, if you plan to head out to early vote on this Monday, the weather should make it even easier for you. So now is the time, right? Weather expert Todd Demers is keeping tabs on our forecast and joins us now with a look at our first morning forecast. Hey, Todd.
Good morning, Kanji. And we have fabulous weekend spilling over from the weekend right on into your Monday and really for the week ahead. If anything, we're actually going to be experiencing a bit of a warm up over the next few days with that combination of the sunshine and the southeasterly winds across the area. Beautiful views from the Gold Strike Skyview camera network include not only the Hilton Memphis camera right now, but also our River Cam and our Cotton Exchange camera as well. You can see the downtown city skyline there off in the distance. High pressure continues to dominate the Mid-South weather weather pattern. It's kind of holding storm systems up from actually coming into the Mid-South. And so when you have high pressure, you have dry, stable weather and very comfortable temperatures as well. The dry air tends to cool down quickly at night and then warm up quickly during the course of the day. So we're already warming through the upper 40s and lower 50s, and we're on our way into the upper 70s to near 80 before the day is through. For today, warm, stable southeasterly winds, but it's really the beginning of that warm up where every day we'll see the high temperature a couple of degrees warmer. So today it's near 80. Tonight we'll see lower 50s with the 40s in the surrounding communities. And coming up, we're going to be talking more about those temperatures climbing and our next cold front arriving later this week. The bottom line with these very dry conditions and no rain, getting the car washed, great idea all week long. Don't forget to get the vacuum going in there as well. Coming up, more on that cold front and what it means to next weekend in the 7-day forecast coming up for you in just a minute.
All right, going to power up that vacuum cleaner. An effort to empower and help fund local nonprofits is underway by the city of Memphis right now. Applications are open for the Memphis City Council Community Grant Program. Okay, so this initiative gives area organizations a chance to further their influence in the community. Applicants should target city priorities like youth empowerment, economic development of your neighborhood, poverty and crime, as well as drug prevention. You have until Friday, October 25th to apply for this online, and you must attend a mandatory workshop in order to complete those application requirements. A consumer alert this morning. We've all been there struggling to figure out how to end a subscription or membership service. It is so maddening, right? Now, a new rule from the Federal Trade Commission will require businesses make it easy to cancel as it is to sign up. Reporter Xavier Walton has more on the click to cancel rule.
Called the click to cancel rule, which requires retailers, gyms, and other businesses to make canceling subscriptions as easy as it was to sign up. The new rule also making the subscription process more transparent, meaning these companies have to be more clear before you even sign anything. The FTC says it's so consumers don't feel tricked or trapped into subscriptions, which apparently has been happening more and more in recent years. In 2024, the commission has received roughly 70 consumer complaints a day. That's up from 42 back in 2021. This is again according to the FTC. They're saying, quote, too often businesses make people jump through endless hoops just to cancel a subscription. The FTC's rule will end these tricks and traps, saving Americans time and money. Nobody should be stuck paying for a service they no longer want. So consumers can rejoice. On the flip side of this, some of these companies are saying this is an overstep and a power grab by the FTC. Either way, this goes into effect in roughly 6 months. From Boca Raton, Florida, Xavier Walton, News Nation.
All right, we are talking about scams right now. All too often, older military veterans are targets of scams and fraud. Who does this? Thousands of veterans and active service members have reported financial fraud and other issues impacting their lives thanks to those scammers. This month's Wallet Warning centers around those scams targeting those who serve our country. Who does this, Regina?
Scum of the earth.
Scum of the earth. Joining us here, we have Shelby County Trustee Regina Morrison-Newman. Yes. Okay, we are talking about scums of the earth right now. So
we do that once a month, but
yeah.
These are worse. Yeah.
What are they doing?
So they're targeting veterans, primarily older ones.
It's like double bad.
Double bad, and to get a portion of their future benefits. So the claim sharks are coming after veterans, and in this year only, in Shelby County, veterans have lost over $51,000 with 62 scam reports to the Better Business Bureau.
Just in Shelby County?
Just in Shelby County. And that this year's not over. So they are targeting to get the portion of your future benefits. Don't ever sign your future benefits away. And let me tell you this, there's no expedited processing. You can't pay somebody a service and get expedited processing. What you can do is deal with our local government, veteran services offices. One opened earlier this month on Nankana, 1910 Nankana, so that's a new one. Also the one in Millington. And so if you want help, please contact the veteran service offices. Don't fall for things without doing research first. You can look these things up and put scam next to them and it comes up, oh yeah, it's a scam. where these people are calling you trying to get parts of your future benefits and claiming that they're going to expedite your benefits, and so they're not. They're not.
And their pressure. So you say don't give in to the pressure.
Don't give in to the pressure.
Don't pay a fee.
And never pay a fee.
Okay, yeah, because it's the government, right? I mean,
It's
well, the
the
government does
government.
have a lot of fees, but in this case,
It's not going to help you to pay a fee, and people are just ripping you off. But the worst part is when they're getting people to sign away parts of future benefits, and then they end up in a hole.
so, I mean, okay, so basically, how are they contacting them? Is it email,
Phone,
mail?
email, text, the whole 9 yards.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so probably in your mail, email,
Yep.
text,
Everything.
And what are they saying exactly?
They're saying, we can pay you to be a benefits consultant. Well, wrong. We can expedite your benefits. Wrong.
And that means expediting means to get more of your money
Faster.
faster.
Like you applied for disabled veterans benefits and they can get it for you faster. They can't get it for you faster. Deal with the local government offices. I know the county commission last year gave money to add a veteran service office in this county.
Wow.
So there are more veteran service helpers and assistants than there were the year before, and that just opened on Nankana earlier this month. So very pleased with that. And if you want that number, I know it wasn't in your written materials, but it is
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
222-4237.
And then these are two different. Okay, so this one is your office.
Nope, no, this is the county's
Well,
veteran
I mean,
service
on
offices.
the screen, we're looking at yours.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And then you're adding another number. And so if you're writing this down, can you say that number again?
222-4237 for veteran services.
Okay. And so, when you look at the scope of everything that's happening, can you just really talk about what makes this most difficult to see?
It hurts my heart where people have given their lives or their health or whatever they've had to give to help us, to keep us free, to deal with the veterans, things that veterans have to deal with. And here we are with having to fight off scammers for these people. We had a quote in our written version of from a local veteran services lady from the state, and it is the scum of the earth that is doing this, and this is all there is to it.
Okay, and so how do we maneuver this, right? So say I'm a veteran, I've received one of these communications, and what are you saying? You're saying like, don't click on the
Don't
link.
click, never click.
Okay.
Don't fall for it. Don't feel pressured to do anything right then. Do your research. Call the local veteran service office or look it up on Google and see what it is. And see if the word scam comes up next to it, because it probably will.
Right.
And the local veteran service office is waiting for you to call them. They're not going to call you if they haven't heard from you before. So neither is the federal government.
All right, let's look at the next step in this. If you have, you clicked on it, I did the other day. There was like a government link, right? And then Google was littered with all of these sales thingies and scammy things. And so I looked at the one, I said, oh no, this is the exact thing that I'm looking for. So it's on here, so I clicked it. And so I can't blame anybody, but once you have clicked it, then what do you do? I mean, I know so I canceled my credit card, but then they said, and then the money, sometimes they can't do anything until the money has been taken out. You know what I mean? So what do you do if you...
You can always cancel your credit card, and you can always report a charge, and they will delete the charge while they're looking into it. But the best thing to do is just cancel, get a new number, start over. You can put a fraud alert on your credit.
Okay.
If someone's reported to you that your number's on the dark web or one of these data breaches that we get every other day. So the data breaches come in regularly, and I've put fraud alerts on my whole family in this month because this one or that one, whatever came up.
But then it blocks everything else that you're trying to pay.
Well, That's a freeze. This is
Okay.
an alert.
Okay. Very important.
And so, yeah, if you freeze your credit, no one else can apply. And if you do apply for something, you have to go unfreeze your credit so they can get your score and all that.
Okay.
But if you put a fraud alert on it, they're going to take extra care to look at what goes on, and it's good for a year. And if you report it to one credit bureau, they go to all three. So a fraud alert is very important.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I know you have all this stuff on your website
We
where
do.
people can just really find out all the deals.
Look for wallet warnings.
Yeah, wallet warnings is where you put the scams.
Where we put every month for the last 2 years, everything that's there.
All right.
So we got a lot of news for you next month too.
Oh boy. All right, scum of the earth, stop what you're doing. Protect your
I know.
family. All right.
That's
thank
it.
you. Trustee Newman, appreciate
Thank you, Kanji.
And there's more Live at 9 ahead this morning. What you need to know about protecting your home and wallet when it comes to your roof. Plus, find out why now is a good time for parents to talk to teens about safe driving habits. And welcome back to Live at 9 on this Monday morning. Thank you for staying with us. Weather expert Todd Demers keeping us in the know with our conditions and forecast. Okay, Todd, are we in for what we've been experiencing, this amazing weather right now?
You sound like somebody speaking from experience, as if you were outside over the weekend soaking up some sunshine. Did you go to the River Arts Fest? What did you do this weekend?
I wish I could have made it to the River Arts Fest. I had too much work to do.
Okay, well, you know, as long as it was outside, and just in case you didn't finish up, you have more opportunities today and for the rest of the week, because the very dry, calm, stable weather pattern is going to continue. This is a great looking view from our Cotton Exchange camera right now from the Gold Strike Skyview Network. Traffic passing in the night here during the daytime, little barge traffic. The river, however, is mighty low right now. As a matter of fact, it's down back to about -8 feet on the Memphis gauge here, and it's going to stay that way over the next several days. So the river that was down to about -9 feet went up to about +7 feet, is back down once again, and it's going to hold at about -8.5, -9 feet on the Memphis gauge. So if you happen to be down at Tom Lee Park, driving down Riverside Drive, you may have noticed that the river is very low, and you're kind of seeing eye to eye with that barge traffic because the river is so low right now. Storm Tracker 3S has not seen much in the way of rainfall rainfall over the past several days, and that trend is going to continue. The warm, dry, stable weather pattern across the area. For comparison purposes, yesterday's high temperature 77 with a normal high at this time of year of just 73 degrees. And believe it or not, our temperatures are climbing. I don't think we're going to get into record territory, but at the same time, we're going to be some 10 degrees above norms for this time of year over the next few days. 57 currently. Our winds are light and from the east. I don't know about you. I haven't had it before, but I'm willing to give it a try. The outdoor dining forecast includes pumpkin cheesecake. That's the special food of the day, I suppose. I know I like pumpkin pie. I know I like cheesecake, so I'm going to assume that I'm going to like pumpkin cheesecake as well. If you're doing lunch on the patio today, expect the sunshine mid-70s and a little bit closer to 80 by later on this evening. But being outside is going to be delightful. I'd certainly recommend maybe getting underneath one of those little umbrellas because there's just not much of a breeze to cool you down. By daybreak tomorrow, we drop to near 50 here in Memphis, and that means 40s for many of our surrounding communities. And then for tomorrow, we warm it right back up again into the lower 80s for afternoon highs. Tonight, temperatures across East Arkansas, mid and upper 40s by daybreak. Pretty much the same thing for northern portions of Mississippi and West Tennessee as well. I see 45 in Oxford, 48 in Hernando as high pressure is very slow to break down across the area. We're still awaiting the arrival of our next cold front. It looks like that's not going to be happening until much later in the week, and we will see some northerly winds returning to the area. Tropical storm Oscar is way out in the Atlantic and is not going to be causing any concern for us anytime soon. So on that 7-day forecast, sunny and nice weather is back, but we do have that slow warm up. Remember, I said 77 yesterday, 80 today, 82 tomorrow, 84 on Wednesday. The temperatures are going in the wrong direction. But by the time we get to the weekend with that next cold front, we'll have some northerly winds for the weekend and afternoon highs dropping back down to the 70s. So October weather still looking pretty good here in the Mid-South.
Thunderstorm season, and you know what that means: leaks and tree branches, and the inevitable call to the insurance adjuster. The following portion of Live at 9 is sponsored by Bennett Roofing and Restoration, and we are joined by their owner himself, James Bennett. Welcome.
Thanks for having me today, Kanji.
Okay, so why pick Bennett Roofing and Restoration?
Well, not only do we have 26 years of experience in the construction industry, but we have a team of highly trained individuals who can help you every step of the way, starting from the beginning to the end. Whether it's an insurance claim or a home project that you're trying to get done, we have a guy that can help you get to the finish line.
Okay, so what services do you offer specifically?
So roofing is our bread and butter, but we also offer services such as window replacement, siding, doors, in-home remodels, and restoration projects for home and businesses of all sorts.
Okay, I heard you mention insurance. That was very interesting to me. So if someone needs to file a claim, why call you?
We have in-house claim specialists that give your claim a specific detail and attention, right? Those individuals, we keep up to date with the changing of the market, especially with the insurance guidelines. We know how pesky it can be dealing with the insurance companies, and what we do is we streamline that for you. We help you understand the process every step of the way, what the insurance is actually allowing you to have and what they're not, and we fight for you to be sure that you get exactly what you need. Because here's the reality of it, Kanji. They're going to send out their guy. You need to have someone there on your side too. And why not call a professional that has a background to prove with the statistics to show that our turnover rate is extremely high and we're able to get this done in a timely manner.
Yeah, they don't want to part with that money.
No one does.
Tell me about the Heroes program.
So the Heroes program, it's my favorite part of what we do, and it's our way of giving back, right? What that is your police, fire, military, EMS, teachers, and even your retirees. The individuals who left their door every day to go put someone else in front of themselves to help our community. Those are the people that we want to pay homage to and give back. And by doing so, we offer a 10% discount on any and all projects that you decide to do for your home or business. You give us a call and we'd love to come help you.
That is beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about the money part. Do you have financing, and if so, what terms?
So we do have financing to make this process even easier, right? We have terms that go from a year to 10 years, depending on the size of the project. We also have same as cash, which is a 1-year term to where there's no interest. If you pay that off within a year, you actually no interest involved in that. Most of our financing plans are roughly about now 6.9% interest. Some lower, some a little higher, depending on credit and approval. But we do have several varieties of financing options to help find what fits you best for your project.
Okay, the most important part is how can people reach out, especially for that 10% discount?
So they can call us at 901-359-9708 or visit our website at BennettRoofingMemphis.com and set up a free consultation with one of our trained professionals at any given time. We'd love to help you.
I love it. James Bennett, owner, thank you so much for this segment with us, and a special thank you for sponsoring today's discussion.
Thanks for having me.
We're back on Live at 9. Now, here's Kanji.
This Monday kicks off National Teen Driver Safety Week across the United States. And according to the National Safety Transportation Administration, motor vehicle crashes are a leading cause of death for teens in this country. And statistics reveal an estimated 94,000 teen drivers were injured in traffic crashes. Well, authorities say that inexperience is a major factor in teen crashes, with teens more likely than older drivers to underestimate or not be able to recognize dangerous situations before they happen. They also are more likely than adults to make critical errors that can lead to serious crashes. And that's why experts say teaching teens safe driving behaviors is a shared responsibility. Okay, so the National Road Safety Foundation offers these tips for talks with your teenager, including reminding them that driving under the influence of any impairing substance can be deadly. Parents should encourage teens to wear that seatbelt and require that passengers do the same. Young people should also know that distracted driving is not limited to cell phone use, right? Putting on that lipstick, audio and climate controls in the vehicle, and eating or drinking while driving can be dangerous distractions for any driver as well. Parents need to remind teens to drive within the speed limit and to be mindful of having passengers who can engage in risky behaviors while they are behind the wheel. Meanwhile, more than a quarter of teens in the U.S. are experiencing burnout, according to a recent study. That is because of pressures at school, home, and social media. Reporter Allison Jens explains the impact this is having on teens and how parents and guardians can help.
They're facing unrealistic amounts of pressure and stress.
Associate professor at Indiana University, Sarah Conrath, says the majority of teens surveyed for the study feel negative pressure with achievement, appearance, and having a plan for the future. This is leading to increasing burnout in teens.
The kinds of pressures that you might expect to face in a career is what kids are saying they're facing today just in their daily lives as students and maybe part-time workers.
Conrath says the study found mixed results on time spent online. 8 in 10 teens say social media pressures them to look or behave a certain way, while some teens say it's a tool to release pressure.
We can't assume that all screen time is bad, and we have to just listen to our young people and find out, help them, maybe guide them toward social media or screen use that makes them feel good and calm.
Montgomery County Adamus has a program to help parents guide teens to make smart social media choices. It's called Digital Detox 101.
And gives them great advice and wisdom on the question, is my teenager or my youth using their social media or their devices too often?
The website also includes a list of 101 things to do around the Miami Valley for families to disconnect and have deeper conversations.
If you're out on a hike with your teenager in the woods, sometimes the walls come down and they'll open up to you and talk to you about things that maybe they wouldn't if both of you are sitting at the dinner table looking down at your digital devices.
Start spreading the news. Women's professional basketball has a new champ this morning. Plus, Halloween is the one night that you can be anything you want. But experts are warning there is a price on that, and this year it is higher. Coffee with Corey is coming up next.
Time for Coffee with Corey, brewed in part by Kroger.
Yay. Hi, Corey. Hi.
Hey, happy Monday.
Yes, happy Monday.
How about we kick off with a fantastic story, right? So for starters, it is the end of an era for one WNBA team. The New York Liberty finally have a championship. That's right. As confetti fell and Frank Sinatra's New York blared through the arena, the New York Liberty celebrated an end of a long odyssey, right? So the Liberty made the WNBA finals 5 times before, losing each one, of course, including
wow.
This time, they wouldn't be denied, although it took an extra 5 minutes. Liberty beat the Minnesota Lynx in overtime during Game 5 on Sunday night. The win gave the city of New York its first basketball title since 1976, when the Nets won the ABA title. Okay, so many of the former Liberty greats were in the audience, and Liberty fan, of course, Spike Lee, he was courtside over an hour before tip-off. Lee was part of the sellout crowd of 18,000 that helped this series set both the overall attendance record for the WNBA Finals as well as the average attendance mark. And just a shout out to Ellie the Elephant, of course, Liberty's mascot, who, as you can imagine, is still celebrating this morning, and you can follow all of her adventures on Instagram. Because remember Ellie the Elephant, I mean, she has amazing style, she rocks it, and now they have a championship ring after all of these years.
I learned about Ellie the Elephant on Coffee with Corey.
You learned, right, Big Ellie, right? You learned so much good stuff on Coffee with Corey.
Yes.
Big Ellie, if you don't follow, you guys should follow.
All the
First
cheers.
of all the women teams for the NBA, WNBA, like, come on, like, it's about time, so.
I can't, I will, if I see people crying,
Really
I
stuff.
cry when somebody else cries. I don't know why.
It's really good stuff, though. So
Yeah, it is.
congratulations. Okay, moving on. Billionaire founder of Tesla and SpaceX, and of course, the owner of X, is pledging to give away $1 million a day to voters. Well, there's a catch, though. Elon Musk says people must sign his political action committee's petition back in the Constitution. The giveaway is raising question, though, and alarms among some election experts who say it's a violation of the law to link a cash handout to signing a petition that also requires a person to be registered to vote. Musk promised over the weekend that he'd give away that daily amount until November 5th. He awarded checks during events Saturday and Sunday. So your take on that?
Well, he is from South Africa. It's just interesting, you know, because it's like he's from South Africa. I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
There you go. That's okay.
I'm like,
yeah.
Give South Africa $1 million. Sorry.
All good. All good. Okay, so the cost to keep up with the hocus pocus of Halloween this year is rising, as everything is, right? So the average American spends about $100 on Halloween each year, including candy, decorations, and costumes. Experts say that the magic of the night is what you make of it, actually. Homemade costumes, DIY decor, and limiting your candy pour could save you from a nightmare. On top of costumes, Americans are spending a chunk of their money on bags of candy. Total spending on decorations is expected to hit $3.8 billion, followed by costumes and greeting cards. That is a large market, $3.8 billion, but people just get so sometimes over the top, rightfully so. If this is your holiday, some people are all about Halloween, and there's some people who are just like, you know what, I'm gonna wait for Christmas. So it really depends on, if this is your holiday, I mean, go all out. If it's your thing, it's like your Super Bowl, it could be.
How come nobody does this for Thanksgiving? Like how come there are big turkeys?
We're just kind of like push through Thanksgiving because it's Christmas time.
Yeah, it's like I guess you just put maybe a little like harvest wreath. You know.
What would you dress up as?
You know. What do you do?
I know it's kind of like
turkey.
A turkey.
But okay, if you go down Central Avenue,
yes,
there are a few homes on Central Avenue in Memphis that are just like.
Already, yes,
like
but the big skeletons, like the big, like house-size skeletons.
10 times human size, yes, house size.
Yeah, house size, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I'm like always like in awe of that. I'm just like, good for you.
Yeah, just don't be the one looking while you're driving, because luckily David was driving and I was like, oh look, and I'm like, don't look.
Don't look, you're driving, but I'm going to tell you
lot.
exactly what's going on.
There are people crossing. Okay, but Central Avenue, I'm just saying.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey,
that's it.
I know, that's it, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, it's never enough, Corey, never enough. Thank you. Okay, and there's much more live at 9 ahead. Leadership coach Lisa Moore is back with tips on how to avoid spooky patterns in the workplace. You know that person who does that. Also in life, though. That's coming up next. For many folks, October kicks off spooky season. Leadership expert Lisa Moore is joining us this month with some frightening facts when it comes to our habits and the ones that could haunt us. All right, thank you so much for coming in, Lisa. There's a lot going on there.
There's a lot going on. Spooky business. And honestly, it's what I'm going to be talking about today is really rooted in one of my favorite kind of business writers, Patrick Lencioni. And one of his first books was The 5 Dysfunctions of Teams. And the first time it was given to me and I was encouraged to read it, I was like, I don't want to read this. It sounds very negative. It's like, don't worry, it's good. It ends well. And what it does is really talk about what are those spooky habits that we get into. And really a lot of it to me in reading it and the way I've used it over the years is most of it is rooted in our aversion to what we consider conflict.
Oh, so we're trying to avoid conflict and so then we become dysfunctional?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, geez, Louise.
I'm just going to say yes.
Yeah.
And so here's the thing. You've heard me say, if you go back and look at, past clips that we've done, I'm going to talk about coaching, I'm going to talk about systems, and I'm going to talk about performance management. And I'm going to talk about that again. So when you have this tendency to feel like you want to avoid conflict as a leader, then you tend not to do very good performance management. And what I mean by that is you have to be able to see it and say it. So if someone's doing something that is contrary to what their goals are, you need to be able to talk about it. If you see someone going off the rails in terms of their behaviors, they're not showing up on time, they're late, they're not being a team player, they're talking to people crazy, whatever, you have to be able to have that conversation. If someone is doing good work, but not really to their potential, you need to be able to have that conversation. And so a big part of the Patrick Lencioni's work is that you have to build trust, gets back to relationship building, and you have to be able to engage in healthy conflict. In a staff meeting, to be able to grapple with, I've got this idea, you've got this idea, we have to be able to disagree and come up with the best product in a healthy way. And then we have to make commitments, follow through, be accountable. The accountability piece and being able to hold people accountable when you're missing deadlines, when you're missing opportunities to thrive. You have to be able to say that. And if you don't do that, you're not going to have good results.
You talked about systems.
Yes.
Does that help with that? If you have this system in place, you can say, oh, look, this is what you should be doing.
Yes, 100%. And we've talked about this, right? It starts with job descriptions. Does everyone clear about what they're supposed to do? Do they have their annual goals that are clear and measurable? Are you doing ongoing coaching towards those goals? Are you raising a flag when maybe there's a challenge and giving lots of praise when there's really good things going on? Are you doing a mid-year review or are you doing a year-end review? When you do that consistently, having those ongoing conversations, there's never a surprise. It's not conflict. It's called constructive, enhancements and feedback. And so with that, you get better results and people feel more engaged.
How do you deal with the snitches get stitches thing? Because in order for a leader to know that there's a problem, somebody has to share it. And so it's like, it has to be like an open communication type of culture for people to feel comfortable to say, look, this is the problem that's going on.
Well, I believe that it doesn't require a stitch for a leader to know there's an itch.
Oh, okay.
A leader should see things aren't being, so you're in a meeting, how are things going? Has this deadline been met? No, it hasn't been met. Why hasn't it been met? I didn't have the information I needed. Who has the information? Janie, what was the holdup on the information? You just have to have the conversation, and if you're staying on top of things, you don't need a snitch.
So can we change and avoid the spooky habits?
You absolutely can.
Okay.
So what you need to do is the best way to get out of your fear is to just have a system to lean on. So again, have a job description, have ongoing coaching, have a form you use to lead the conversation, and everybody's used to it. And a part of that conversation is, do you have any concerns and do I have any concerns? And you can talk it out.
Standard operating procedures.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. Lisa Moore of More Possibilities Consulting, thank you so much for keeping us all on point.
Thank you.
Happy spooky season.
Happy Halloween.
Welcome back, everyone, to Live at 9, 10 minutes now before the top of the hour. Certainly hope some of your plans today include being outside, because as you can see on the views from the Gold Strike Skyview Camera Network, it is a beautiful start to what promises to be another delightful day. Who am I to tell? You were outside all weekend long. You know what I'm talking about. The weather has been simply spectacular. And the good news is no major changes in our weather pattern other than the return of some east and southeasterly winds. Storm Tracker 3S not expecting to find rain probably for the next week or so, maybe a week to 10 days. But we are seeing some slightly warmer weather as we make our way closer to the weekend. 57 now, the winds lighten out of the east as we take you hour by hour through the morning and into the afternoon. I'm thinking mid-70s by lunchtime, nearing 80 before the day is through. And then overnight tonight, we're in the mid-60s in case you're heading out on this Monday evening. But by tomorrow morning, upper 40s and lower 50s once again across the area. Temperatures, however, are beginning to climb starting tomorrow as high pressure has been drifting to the east, allowing that south and southeasterly wind to return to the area. You see very little in the way of rainfall across the area, a new area of high pressure trying to dig in. But I really see our next cold front moving into the area later this week. That's the one that's going to be bringing with it an increased chance of some northerly winds, which will bring the drier, cooler air back. Let's see how that'll affect our temperatures. For the next couple of days, the southeast winds will help bring temperatures a little warmer. 77 was yesterday's high. I'm looking at 80 today, 82 tomorrow, 84 on Wednesday. But as I've mentioned, that next cold front will be moving in probably Friday and maybe Friday night. And so with the weekend ahead, expect some northerly winds to be back across the area. And the dry, warm, stable weather pattern will continue right on into next week. As wonderful as that looks, Kanji, it's still above normal. We're supposed to be right around 73 this time of year, but so far I haven't had any complaints. You?
Not complaining here. Thank you, Todd. And thank you for joining us for Live at 9. Coming up tomorrow on our show, all about music, style, and community. Memphis' own Al Capone is taking his talent to the national spotlight at Berklee College of Music. He'll tell us all about that. We're also going to be joined by Grace House of Memphis Executive Director Karen Morgan, sharing how her team is helping women overcome addiction. Plus, part 2 of our Spirits with a Spirit series with lifestyle expert Alexandra Nolan. We're dressing up in Victorian era garb and telling another tale of a person laid to rest at Elmwood Cemetery. This time a brothel owner turned hero. The story of this spirit while mixing up a spirit. It's called the Phantom's Lemon Elixir Cocktail. Plus, get a first look at Ballet Memphis Artistic Director Stephen McMahon's dramatic Dracula production with costumes straight from the minds that have dressed Lady Gaga. We want to hear from you. Email your segment ideas to live@9@WREG.com and be sure to visit our website to catch up on anything you may have missed. But first, here is a message from one of our sponsors. See you tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period begins October 15th and runs through December 7th. During that time of year, Medicare recipients have the opportunity to review their Medicare plan and make any necessary changes. The following portion of Live at 9 is sponsored by Delta Medicare Benefits Group. And joining us now, their president, Bobby Jones. Hi, Bobby.
Hey, it's good to be here.
Good to see you. Okay, so first, have there been any significant changes that people need to know about with Medicare?
One word, huge. Huge changes this year, bigger than I've ever seen. If anybody on a Medicare Advantage plan or anybody on a prescription drug plan needs to check this year, more importantly than any other year that I've seen since I've been in the business, because the government has changed the way that drugs are done. There's no donut hole, for example. There's a $2,000 max out-of-pocket spend for any one specific Medicare beneficiary for their medication. So with those changes come changes in the plan. Some premiums go up, some deductibles may go up. They have to bridge that gap between paying out more and what they're going to collect from the beneficiary. So if you've been on a plan, even the inexpensive 50-cent WellCare value script plans, I would say definitely call this year and let's make sure that your drugs are still going to be covered the way that they want them to be covered. Make sure that your premiums don't get too high. Let's just make make sure that you're ready to go for 2025, and it all starts with a simple phone call, just give us a call. We'll be glad to go through it for you. We don't charge anything for our services, so if you just want a review, you may not want to change anything, but you might want the peace of mind and knowing that you're going to be in good shape for 2025.
And why is it important that your advisors are actually here in Memphis?
Well, we take great pride in the fact that we are all Memphians here in Memphis. We deal with the Memphis people. We know the Memphis plans. That is all of our whole team. So we've got I think 12, 13 people up there in the office at 50/50 Poplar who are standing by ready to take care of Memphians. Like I said, that's what they study, are the plans that are here. I would not trust my health insurance to an 800 number, to a complete stranger, somebody that I will never see and I'll probably never get on the phone again. With us, you're welcome to come to the office. You meet your advisor face to face. If you like, you could do it on the phone. Either way is fine, but they're always going to be here. They're always going to be your advisor, and they're easy to find when you're ready for questions.
And I think what you're saying now more than ever, it's important to actually know who's on that other end of any service that you have. So.
And there's so many scams and things. And so, yeah, to know your person, know he's one of your neighbors, I think is very, very important.
Yes, and that number is the lifeline that you need to reach out, 901-460-7220. Thank you so much, Bobby Jones, for being here.
Thank you.
And the preceding portion of Live at 9 is sponsored by Delta Medicare Benefits Group. Content segments during Live at 9 were paid for by Bennett Roofing and Restoration and Delta Medicare Benefits Group.